Hello everyone and welcome to another video. Today we are going to discuss about Python for data science, AI and development, week third answers, and let's proceed with that. So we have 10 questions here, and the first question is about a program that is written here where x is a variable which is having a string go, and it is having a simple if else program where if x is equal to go, then it will print go, otherwise it will print stop. And after the loop you can see that indentation, like here, this is in a sequence like as you can say, we have colon in the if block, and with the respect of that we have a tab here, open space, white space, and after that we have given the execution code here. If the condition satisfy in the if part, this code will execute according to the syntax of Python. And if we are going to if it is the condition of if is false, it will go in else part, and the following execution step will happen. So it is having go as the string, and if x equal to go, so go mic will be printed. Go will be printed in the first execution part, and the space will be given here. As you can see, there is an extra space that is having here in between go and mic, and the next part will be printed as mic. So go mic will be printed. So if there is a line of code and we have a question on operator, so it is saying that what is the result of the following lines of code where x equal to 1. 1 is assigned to x, and it is asking whether x is greater than 5 or not. So as we can see clearly that x is having the value of 1, and 1 can never be greater than 5. So it is a false statement. You can look into the following operator video and you can get the idea about that. What is the output of the following few lines of code? So here we have a while loop where we are initializing a variable x as 0, and it is saying that if while x is less than 2, so whenever x is less than 2, it is going to execute the following part of the code. So the first part of this code is saying that print x. So in the first looping iteration, what is going to happen is like x is equal to 0. So 0 less than 2. This condition satisfies here. So it will go inside of this module like a while statement, and it will execute these two following lines. The first is saying print x. That means print the value of x, that is 0 currently. So 0 will be printed, and increment to the x. So x equal to 0 plus 1. So the final result of x will be here 1. Again it will go here and it will check whether x is less than 2. So the changed value of x is 1, and 1 is definitely less than 2. So again the same statement will happen. It will print x. Now the value of x is 1, so it will print 1, and then again x will be incremented by 1, that will be 2 here. 1 plus 1, 2 will be assigned to x, because the execution will happen from right hand, and the left hand operator will be assigned with the value. So x is 2 now. Now here again we will go to the while loop. 2 is less than 2, that condition is false, so it will break the while loop. So the correct answer will be 0 and 1. Fourth is what is the result of following codes. So there is a class which is named as points, and it is having a constructor as x and y, and it is assigning the x and y to the self variables. Now we have a method also print point. It is getting one parameter, that is self parameter, and it is printing x value here and y value here. So we are creating one, well, object of point class with the argument as 1 comma 2. So we have two argument, 1 comma 2, and self is a object argument. So whenever an object will be created, it will be called automatically. So x and is assigned with 1 as it is having the value of 1 here, and y will be assigned as 2, so it will be having the value of 2. Now we are calling self dot x. So whenever we are calling a method p1 dot print point, so print point is a method of points class, and p1 is the object of points class. So whenever we are going to call the print point class, what is gonna happen that x will value of self object will be called here, and x equal to 1 and y equal to 2 will be printed. So that is about class and object in the fourth question. Fifth question is having what is the output of the following lines of code. So for I, X in enumerate A, B and C, we have a list here, and we are going to print I plus 1 X. So what are we doing here is like it is an indexing value and we are having the actual value. So we are incrementing the indexing value with 1 and we are printing the actual value of that index. So when the index is at 0th position, that is 8th position, so it is going to give 0 plus 1 1 as the answer, and x will be represented for a, so a will be printed. So 1a, 2b and 3c will be printed. Here you can see that indexing is incremented by 1 and the values are printed with the indexing value. Okay, the sixth question is like we have another code which we have to run again. Now here we have points and the same thing we have done, like we have assigned two values, self1 dot y and self y. So we are assigning one object p2 here where we have given points 1 and 2. We are assigning 2 as two argument. We are giving two argument, one for x and one for y. So we have self dot x and self dot y as 1 2. Now what we are doing here is like with the p2 object, with the p2 object that we have created over here, we are calling the x variable of this class, that is here, as you can see, self dot x, and we are assigning the value as 2, and now we are printing p2 dot print point. So the print point will display the x value and the y value of the class. Now the x value has been changed because we have called the variable with the object of this class and we have assigned the value as 2. Now the x value will be 2 and the y value will be 2 because we have changed the value. Now this will be displayed. It will not consider x equal to 1 and y equal to 2 because we have explicitly added one uh, value to the x. Seventh will be consider the following function delta. When will the function return a value of 1? So it is asking when the value of x will be, the value of this method will be returned as 1. Now we are returning y here, as you can see in the code, and we have two condition which it gives, one gives y equal to 1 and y equal to 0. So whenever y equal to 1 will be executed, in that way the return will be 1. So what is the condition for satisfying y equal to 1? It is saying that when is equal to 0, then y will be equal to 1. So we have four options, that when the input is anything but 0, that is wrong. When the input is 1, that is also wrong. Never, and the when input is 0. So when the input is 0, when we are going to give x equal to 0, and we are when going to check that x equal to 0 or not, then it will satisfy this condition and this part will be executed and the function will return 1 as the value. Eighth is what is the output of the following lines of code. So we have a variable a equal to 1 which we have assigned. Now we have defined a method def do, and x is a variable that we have given as an argument, and we are returning x plus a. So we are just using this variable, global variable here a, and we are returning the value according to that. Now we are going to call the method in a print statement with the do 1. We are giving argument x equal to 1. Now x is 1 and a is 1, so 2 will be printed here. Ninth one is write a function name add that take two parameter av and return the output a plus b. Do not use any other variable. You don't need. Okay. So I have written def add a comma b return a plus b. This was a simple program. You can try to do it yourself. 10th is what is the best practice to have multiple except statement with each type of error level correctly. So the answer is in order to know what type of error was thrown and the location within the program. The except statement is a good practice to write a code. It gives you the functionality of getting the exact error. What is the following error you're getting from the code? And I think that will be all for this video. And I'll be uploading many more videos like this in future. So please do like the video and subscribe to the channel. And I hope you have liked it. Thank you very much.